Hi everybody, this is Bonnie and I'm going to show you guys how I made this card. I don't know if you could see it very well, but it lights up. See the light? I'm trying to block some of my camera light. It's a lot better. I posted some pictures on my blog and stuff, and it is just really cool. And I'm going to show you how I made this card. I seen a couple of these different ideas online, and I've been wanting to do this for a long time, and I just haven't tried it. And I saw some people when I posted this on my Facebook page that they wanted to know how I did it. So the easiest way is just to show you. And so that's what I'm going to do. So let's get started. It's a long video. I'm going to probably fast forward through a lot of the coloring, stamping, and I may not talk much because some of it is just repetitious, and you'll see. So I got my Stamparatus here, and I've got the one lighthouse, what I call the base, on one of my blocks, and I'm going to take Real Red, and I'm going to just going to line this up. Ends up being with that one right there and right there. I just put this across just like that, and that helps hold it there. And then I'm taking this what's it called, Blemming Blue. I'm not even sure if I'm saying that right. And I'm taking our sponge, and now I'm going to take the sponge, I'm going to dip it in. I gotta do it this way because I'm left-handed. I'm going to dip it in, and then I'm just giving it strokes. I'm not blending. I'm giving it like a stroke, like this. And that's good. That's all I want. I want it just like that. Just got a half piece here, and this is annoying me. Oh. There we go. Then I'm going to take this now, and I'm going to reverse it. I'm going to go like this. And now I'm going to use the same color. I'm going to stamp this up, and I'm just going to start blending. And now it's time to bring in your other panel here, because we're getting ready to make the light part. What you're going to do is you're going to put this down just like this. So now we have this here. And what you're going to do is you're going to take a pencil, okay? And you're going to lightly draw a line along here, up through here, up and around. You don't have to go all the way up. Down and over. Okay? So that's where this is. So for us, I don't know if you could pick that up on the camera because I did it really lightly, but that's what you need to do on there. And I can see it. So hopefully you can. I know you can see it there. I don't know about down in there. Okay. So now what we're going to do is I'm going to stamp my birds while I got everything off from here. There's a set of birds in this set. And I'm going to stamp them. And I'm going to stamp them so they're flying right over top of this lighthouse. So right there. Okay. Peel that up. So now all the stamping is done, except for the wording, but we'll do that towards the end. All right, now we're going to get out all the tools that we need. To make this, you need these little circuits. Now, I got this online. This is a set of 30. You get 10 red, 10 blue, and 10 yellow. I don't know if they sell them like all red, all yellow. I don't know. I didn't really look into that. Like I said, I bought this stuff several years ago, and I'm just now playing with it. I just haven't gotten it out. But anyways, it's $30 for this little packet of these. Up to about $1 a little light for this card. So it's kind of a little bit pricey. I think this was like $7 for this copper tape. It's copper tape that you need. And then of course you need a battery. I do know like eBay and them are selling these, and they did have them, and like AliExpress and eBay, they sell them on there. And they're selling them just a little bit cheaper. So if you want to check that out, and same thing with this. But I'm not getting any money. I'm not advertising anything from this. So this is just what I'm using. I'm just explaining to you guys what I did. Okay. So now let's get a light here. I think I'm going to do a red light on this one, only because I have all these extra lights, and I'm just going to do a red one. So you need a light, and you need another little scrap piece of paper here. Let me get a little strip that will fit your battery. So you need something that'll fit your battery in here, like this, that'll cover it up. And it fits it in just like that. And now we're going to cut that off, okay? And then, so this is going to be your little battery house. So what you want to do is you want to throw the pencil. You want to put a plus sign on one and a negative side on the other. On the battery, there's a plus side, and then this without one is the negative. So I'm going to sit my little button or my little thing down here. You would decide where you want to put it. I put mine down here on the bottom. If you had a special spot, like something that you want them to push, because this is what's they're going to push this to turn the light on, then you'd want to put like maybe a heart there or something to that effect. Then you could do that. And then I'm just taking some tear tape, and I'm just taking a small piece, and I'm just going to add it to the back of my little, and this can be any piece of scrap. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what it is. What color it is. I guess it doesn't have to be white. I just have a lot of white scrap. Okay. So I put a little piece of tape on the back, and remember I have that line going there. So I want to make sure I got to have enough room right here to put my, to build my wall up. So, and I got to have it up there. So I want to make sure I have it over and up enough to fit my strips. So there's that. Now I want my light to be right up in here. That's where I want my light to be, because that's where the lighthouse is, would light up. So I want it up here. So now we're going to take out the tape, and I like to cut it and just, you save it, you get more for your buck, and you don't need all of it. You don't need this great big for this little card. I'm cutting it. Probably have enough right there. I'll cut it across and I'll have 2 pieces. So let's put this out of the way. Okay. So now we're going to peel off the tape from the back. We're going to start up here at the top of, let me see if I zoom in so you guys can see this better. Let me see. Oh, sorry. Okay, I think you could see there. Up here at the top, we're going to put this mechanism right there. We're going to come down. I am going to fold it back on itself because I'm going to make a corner here like that and bring it back this way for my bend. All the while I'm staying in my pencil lines. Okay. And then I'm going to put this down, kind of rubbing my finger along the way, coming over, going back on myself because I'm making a little turn here, and then I'm going to turn it, and I'm going to end up right where that plus sign is, just like that. I'm going to snip off that little extra piece. We don't need that. I'm going to take my bone folder, and I'm going to smooth this out. Make it nice and smooth. Make sure everything is down like that. Okay. Now we're going to do the same thing, but this time we're going to connect it to the negative. So I'm going to put a piece up here. Don't overcross them. Just kind of, you got to make sure they're close enough, but yet far enough away for the little triangles, for where the tips are on the triangles. So now we're going to come down. Got a little twist here. There we go. And this one we're going to come down, come over, maybe, go back on itself like that, turn it so you get this nice, oops, I ripped right there, so we're going to overlap it. This is a troubleshoot. Got to keep the connection. Okay. And then fold it, go back. Oh, I might have to add another piece. Last time I was doing it, I had lots, and this time I'm doing it and I don't have enough. I've never pieced it, so this will definitely be a trial and error if it doesn't work. Okay, make sure you cut a long enough piece. Rule number 1. Get this off from here. Okay. End up right there. I'm going to make sure, you got to make sure all your connections are touching here. Okay. I think that'll work. Just rub everything, make sure it's good. I don't think I'll have a trouble, but if I do, I know it's probably from this one. And then just make sure everything nice and smooth. Now we're going to take our circuit. Now I'm going to use a red one, I said. And I know that because there's an R on here and then there's a B on here. There's a little negative sign and a little positive sign. So when you put this on there, you want to make sure that your positive, this one is on the positive side and this little arrow is on the negative side. So we're going to, and these are little stickers. Carefully don't overstick the back. Touch the back too much. And you got to line up these little copper things. Try to get it up there closer to the top of my lighthouse. Gotta make sure they're on the copper wiring. And I take my bone folder and I push down to make sure it's got a good connection. Oh no, the testing part. So like I said, put your positive down, make sure your negative is up, and test. And it works. See the light coming on? I don't know if you can see that. See, that's working. So there it is. I'm going to zoom back out for the rest of this video. Sorry if it was too much, but there you go. My light's probably hiding it, but see, it's working. So that's how we get our negative. Well, now we got to make sure the battery don't fall out. So what we're going to do is Stampin' Up! Sells these nice foam strips, adhesive. I got to order more. That's all I got left. And we're going to take a little bit, and we're going to cut this off like this. And we're going to go around the housing unit because you don't want this to move. I'm going to cut across it like this. We're just going to put a piece right along here. Now, I am not going to be removing the sticker on the tops of these. I left the sticker right in it, or on the tops, because I didn't feel I wanted to remove the sticker. And then this should not fall. I could put one right here. Maybe I will, just to be on the safe side. Okay, and then it works. And that's how it works. Is that cool? All right. And so now we're going to end up putting strips on here. I don't know where I'm going to put this. I'll just stick it right there. All right. So now we're going to take and we're going to put strips on our piece. So I want a piece to go along here. And the reason why we have to do this is because we have this up in the air. And I'm going to put a piece along here, making sure I don't go past my little pencil line. Oh, that's okay. Let's just have a little extra piece in the middle. And then I'm going to put a piece across here, like that. Piece right along here. You can go up. I'm not going to go up it that way though. And see, I'm staying within my pencil line. Across here. This is to keep it all one level. And now I can go right across here. It's okay if you touch your copper line. It's not going to affect it. I'm going to put one on this side. And I'm going to put a tiny piece right across the top just to help keep my top piece up. And then I'll just have the extra piece and I'm just going to put it right there. So, okay, so now we're going to peel off all our pieces. This can be the tricky part because you got to line that up on here. And so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to peel off all the pieces. I'm not peeling the pieces off on that. Everywhere's else but there. Because I don't want that to stick. I don't want the paper to stick down and then keep my light on. So now, kind of take this. It's hard with this thing popping up on you, but kind of make it stay where you want it. Kind of. Try. And line this back up. Oh, forgot one thing. Good thing I didn't stick it down yet. Erase your pencil marks. Let's put it back down. So now we're going to line this up with the bottom and the side. I'm trying. Get it nice and even. And check this up here. Check it and see if it's going to work before you, it's working, before you give it all a good push down. You can just give it a push around on all your little stuff. Okay, and then there it is. Decided I didn't want this on a full open front card. I'm going to just put a little tag in the back and leave a message. And I thought I would make a little stand that you can attach to the back of this so it could sit up. A little or right push there, or on the back when you leave a message, you know, when you put a piece of paper and you write your little message on the back, you could tell them to push the grass so that they can see that the light comes on. So that's pretty cool. And that's the red one, and this is the white one. Let me turn the light off. That's the one with the red, and that's the yellow. So okay, so that's how I made this card. So thanks for stopping by, everybody, and have a good day.